live. Yeah, yeah, we going live. Hey, hey, we going live. Yeah, yeah, we going live. Yeah, yeah, we going. Yeah, 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 we going. Yeah, 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 we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line. Hey.
All right, so I'm sorry, guys. I'm over here trying to play producer, and it's
okay. He does a great job. Thank you, producer.
so on to the real.
Yeah.
And our on to the real spotlight for this week is Eddie George.
Yeah.
And let me just get one quick thing about Eddie George. When I told you when I was a quarterback in high school, I had a Steve McNair jersey.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my 10th grade year. The next year, I was a running back. My 11th grade year, I was a running back up until, shout out to Tank Johnson, Aris Johnson, who was one of my teammates. He was a senior at the time. Tore his ACL. He had offers everywhere. He ended up I won't say that. He ended up going to Morgan State. That was the team who took a chance on him. Shout out to Morgan State for that. But when he got injured, he was a starting guard. He got injured. I ended up having to, leave the running back position and go play in his place. So I say that to say my favorite running back at the time was Eddie George. Mm-hmm. And so I followed all things Eddie George. My running back coach at the time, who shout out to Rashad Gillespie. I can't remember if that was one of his favorite running backs, but I know that the tape that he showed me had Eddie George on it. And he had like just a tape full of running backs and showed it to me and made me watch it to watch how they ran.
Yeah.
But what is he up to now?
So let me say this. So for you all who are not sports people, so Eddie George was Ohio State's running back who won the Heisman.
Heisman Trophy
right?
winner. Mm-hmm.
Heisman Trophy winner. Went on to play for the Tennessee Titans. That's why it's funny, because he was you like their quarterback and then you like their, that's funny.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Their quarterback and then their running back. Anyway, so had a very, I think he was really successful, basically, in the NFL. I remember Eddie George, after he retired originally, him and his wife had that show. I watched it.
Yes.
I watched their show. I can't remember the name of it. But so recently, two things have happened with Eddie George. Eddie George, since retiring, has gotten his MBA.
Oh, wow. Okay.
From Northwestern. He got an MBA from Northwestern, but
it has to have been something in communications.
They didn't say. I didn't see exactly what they said, but I'm gonna say this: the thing that caught my eye that he's done is something that we've seen football players transition into acting. Mm-hmm. They do film and TV shows and stuff like that. But he went into a different realm of acting, which I thought is really cool. And so he is a Broadway actor.
Wow.
Which, according to, I think, when you listen to artists, is a much tougher.
It's a much difficult.
It's much tougher because it's live. It's repeated night after night. It's, and so not off Broadway, but a Broadway actor, because he starred in Chicago.
Yes, in 2016.
Which is, for those who don't know the arts, Chicago is one of those staples on Broadway. It's a huge following, and So that's not a slight thing that he was able to get to that place and win a role to be a starring role on Broadway in a major production.
Right.
Yeah. Love it. Because that's something I'm always talking about. So I'm about to call you out. So for y'all who don't know, like Jarrett, the football genius, is also an artist, poet, songwriter, future author. And so I love when, because of the stigma that is attached to playing specifically football,
right,
that you've got to be this tough, dumb dude, right? I love to see football players who embrace that artist side of themselves. And not just from rap, that it is an art, but I'm just saying, like, the true, like, some of these other, like, forms of artistry, I love seeing that come forth, you know what I mean? And you really practicing craft that society would say is total opposite of what you do with the violence and the smash mouth of football.
Right.
So I love this. I love this for him. I love that this is the direction that he's taken his, because it was a total left. When I looked, I was like, wait, what? Because it was total left. Like, wait, what? Oh, okay. But I love it. I think it's amazing. Yeah. So kudos to you, Mr. George. Yes. Hopefully when we get this pandemic under control in the next year or so, we will be able to see you on stage, because I'm gonna find it as soon as we can, and we safe. Oh, I'll make that trip to go see him.
No, sure. Absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely. Shout out to Eddie George.
For sure.
Yeah. All right. Feel good final thought.
Yeah.
Now this is your guy right here. Actually, this is our guy. But
yeah, man. I love myself some Greg Popovich. I'm sorry. Like, he is just, I love anybody who's real and genuine. I'm all down for it. He don't pull no punches. Him and Steve Kerr have, like, really taken the lead in just, even, because typically they tell them not to get involved in politics or issues, but they've been really vocal for as long as I can remember. Like, they don't care. This wasn't just because of what's happened in the last year or so that they've been vocal about what they feel. They've been vocal way before that. Like, so I love myself from Greg Popovich. So this is a cool story.
Yeah.
So I saw it and I was like, oh, eyeball sweat. Gotta do this one. He is such and to the point of him being such a genuine guy. It's really cool. So the story starts it's a boy and his neighbor. So this 14-year-old boy and his neighbor, who's an adult, obviously, are having a conversation, and the neighbor is sharing with him, because the boy is like, we're in quarantine, I can't do nothing, blah, blah. Of course, having, 14-year-old angst about being quarantined, right? And so they're having this conversation about sports. And he shares how he used to write letters to sports figures to get them to send him autographed material. The neighbor is. And so the young man is inspired by it. So he sends out, I want to say he sent out, I think 12 letters. 12 letters. He put them in the mail, snail mail. Let me send these out. Heartfelt letters, just expressing his admiration for these people, and was blown away. Called his neighbor immediately when he received a return letter. So it was his letter, but Greg Popovich had written, like, and highlighted where he was responding to what he said in his letter. Yeah. Man. And so he's like, all these little places where he's like, you see the yellow highlight and the word sideways, because he's responded to the kid and what he's saying. And just when asked why he did it, he was like, I read everything, but the ones that I feel people are being genuine, I always respond.
Man.
And I just thought it was beautiful, right? And so then this inspired the neighbor. Neighbor's like, I got to get in on this one. Let me just see. So he wrote him, actually, is how he found out why he responded to the kid, is because the neighbor then wrote Greg Popovich and was like, hey, you know, thank you so much for what you did for my neighbor. You didn't have to do that, but you know, blah, blah, blah. So he gets a call from Greg Popovich.
Wow.
And Greg Popovich is like, you know, I just want you to know that I responded because the kid, what he said was genuine, and I'm responding to you because I can tell you care.
Man.
So shout out
Pop is
to Greg
100% a class act.
He is absolutely a class act. So shout out to you, Pop, for just being that real dude, and you know, and it's so refreshing to me. It's
we all right.
Sorry, y'all. Yeah. So I just got a package delivered, clearly.
They knocked on the door.
They rung my doorbell.
Oh, man.
So, but yeah, he clearly operates from his spirit and his heart.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Me too. He just gets it. Like at every turn you can see that Pop just gets it.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to him. Shout out to Pop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And shout out to the neighbor who was like, you know what? Let me see why Pop does this. You know.
Right.
And he got the answer. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was good. Good stuff.
Yeah. All right, show picks.
Show picks.
What you watching?
All right. Okay, so I Am Athlete is like, I'm addicted. I'm sorry. But I have to take a break every once in a while. I'll watch all the smoke or something else. But in watching these shows, I came up on another show on YouTube. You're gonna love it. Yeah. Have you seen this show? Uncomfortable Conversations with a Black Man. His name is Emmanuel. He's Nigerian. His parents are from Nigeria, so he's a Nigerian American. Ukobu or something like that. It's Emmanuel. But either way, he has what would be considered uncomfortable conversations with people. He has had like the one I watched, I watched two back to back, and they were both about interracial. One was about interracial dating, and one was about a white couple who had adopted Black kids. And it's just really good. Yeah,
I might have to check that out.
I mean, it is just like literally, it is just really good.
It sounds like it might be some comedy there too.
Well, because so he had it was funny with the interracial couples. When the show first started, he had the two Black people sit on one side and two white people sit on the other side, right? And that's how they started the show. So it looked like it was a white couple and a Black couple. And he said, 30 years ago, this is how it had to be. And then it flipped, and they put the actual couples back together.
Okay.
And the one couple was the couple from The Bachelorette, where the Black lady was I can't think of her name, but it was a Black lady, and she ended up marrying a white man. And he said that's why it's uncomfortable conversations, because like he said to her, he was like, I loved the show, I was watching it, and he was like, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I was mad at you when you picked this white boy.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, that's the show. Like, you gotta watch it. Yeah. But he walked it back. He was like, but I got over it because I started to figure out this wasn't what that was about. It wasn't you picking him because he's white. You picked him because that's who you loved. Right. And so it was, I'm telling you, it's a really good show. Yeah. It is. It's really good.
All right, so mine is an oldie.
What a goodie.
Right, a goodie. When I went back and watched this show, when I went back and watched this movie, I was like, man, this really is like an all-star cast. Like they got everybody.
Yes.
Loretta Devine, Chris Brown, what's her name? I was about to call her Notori, not
who?
Lauren London.
Lauren London. Oh, I'm thinking like LaToya Luckett. Yeah.
Idris Elba, Columbus Short, Delroy Lindo.
No, it was a huge cast.
Yeah, a huge cast. Yeah. And it really is a good, heartfelt movie, and I truly appreciated it.
Yeah.
So, that's what I watch. I was
You
hoping that I would have
is.
seen. I said this Christmas.
You said that? I didn't hear.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I wanted to have watched the Ma Rainey movie.
I can't.
By this point,
I can't yet.
No,
I can't yet. Like anytime I can't watch Black Panther, I ain't been able to watch the other movie. I can't remember the one that came out kind of recently too. I can't.
You talking about the Five Bloods?
Yes, I can't. Yeah. I'm not ready. Look, I am not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not. I wasn't ready. Like I watched All the Smoke with Kobe Bryant for the first time yesterday.
Yeah. Wasn't that rough? Because I didn't see it until after his passing either.
Ooh, I couldn't. But up till now, I couldn't watch it.
Mm-hmm.
And I still was like, I just kept shaking my head like I can't believe. So no, I can't watch Ma Rainey yet.
Yeah,
I ain't ready.
I'm really interested in seeing it. I don't know why her name is escaping me right now. I want to call her Annalise Keaton, but that's not. But
oh, now you got me where I can't remember. Wait,
I know. This happens to me far too often.
Oh my Lord! Why can't I think of her name? Now you got me messed up. Something with a V. Oh, you gonna make me look it up. Why can't I think of this woman? And she's, oh my goodness. Lord, please forgive us. That is such horrible.
Viola Davis.
I said it was a V.
Yeah, you did, yeah. And it still didn't, after you said that, usually like, trigger something to me, but it still didn't.
Forgive us, Miss Davis. You are an icon.
Amazing. Yes. Yeah. And that's why I want to watch it. And I do want to see Chadwick Boseman in his last,
He won an award for this.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know that. Okay.
Recently, posthumous, he's won an award for this recently.
I'm going to watch it sometime soon.
Yeah, I got 99. You rarely see 99% on Rotten Tomatoes. Come on.
Nah.
So I know I got to watch it. I just got to get my life right. I like that might be, I need a wine. That might be a wine day for me.
Yeah. I don't know.
Not a good COVID strategy, right? But I'm just saying.
Might really had an eyeball sweat going with a glass of wine.
I don't know. I'm not ready. Yeah. Okay.
But we are at the end of another one, episode 92.
And by the way, y'all, we are recording this on Christmas Eve.
Yes.
Dedication. So Merry Christmas before we get off of here.
Yes, Merry Christmas.
So you'll see this tomorrow. So Merry Christmas.
Yes. As always, we truly appreciate you guys. Please reach out to us. Look us up on IG at Field2the Real Podcast. Reach out to us on Twitter, Field2the Real P1. Shoot us an email, Field2the Podcast at gmail.com. Please go to our YouTube page, Field2the Podcast. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and just please keep supporting us. Please keep, providing us feedback. Whether it be positive or negative, we truly appreciate it. We want to, make this podcast the best that it can be.
Shout out to Weelay's support.
Yeah, they really showed up. They showed up and showed out. So we truly appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
But we love you guys. Peace.
Peace.
Now put the cameras on me, 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 put the cameras